Have you ever wondered how climate change might be exacerbating the housing crisis in northern Canada? To understand, we must delve into the historical context. Post-World War II, federal policies were designed with the objective of developing the North for resource extraction. This led to chronic housing issues that persist to this day, but the plot thickens with the advent of climate change. Wildfires, coastal erosion, and permafrost thaw have begun to pose a grave threat to housing and infrastructure. A stark demonstration of this was in the summer of 2023, when Fort Good Hope witnessed a massive wildfire evacuation. Nearly 70% of the Northwest Territories' population had to be evacuated due to this unforeseen disaster. As we've seen, the link between climate change and the housing crisis is not a recent phenomenon, but a complex issue rooted in historical policies and current environmental challenges. Fast forward to today, the situation is even more critical, especially for Indigenous communities. Located in remote areas, these communities are at a higher risk. Their housing, often inadequate, is a lasting legacy of colonial policies. These homes, meant to be safe havens, are now on the front line of a battle between human survival and climate change. Imagine nearly 70% of the Northwest Territories population was evacuated in the summer of 2023 due to wildfires. This isn't just a threat to people, but also to the infrastructure and homes, further deepening the housing crisis. Yet, despite the clear warnings and ongoing predictions, the federal government's 2024 budget turned a blind eye to the impact of climate change on the northern housing crisis. Clearly, the current policies are not enough to address the intertwined crises of housing and climate change, particularly for Indigenous communities. So, what can we do to address these pressing issues? The answer lies in advocating for Indigenous self-determination and community-led strategies. These approaches hold the potential to address both the housing and climate crises that are so tightly interwoven. Let's take the Kasho-Gotine Housing Society, for instance. This is a successful initiative led by the community that demonstrates the effectiveness of such strategies. It's a clear example of how we can make a difference. But it's not just about supporting these efforts. It's about following the footsteps of Indigenous leadership. It's about incorporating these community-led strategies into our housing and climate policies. These are the changes that will bring about a real difference, a sustainable future for all. It's a call to action to each and every one of us. Take action now. Support Indigenous self-determination and community-led strategies. Remember, the change we need starts with us. But what about you? What can you do to empower yourself in these challenging times? Amidst the adversity, there's an opportunity. A side hustle in Canada can bring in an extra $5,000 to $10,000 every month, providing financial stability and independence. And the best part? It's easier than you think. With the right guidance and free training, you can start right from the comfort of your home. Check the link in the description for a free training that can help you start your side hustle from the comfort of your home. Empower yourself, and together we can make a difference.